Matthew chapter 12 begins with a question and ends with a challenge. In this chapter we see not only Jesus' teachings but also his mighty works, healing, restoring, delivering, yet still misunderstood. As Jesus and his disciples walk through grain fields on the Sabbath, his hungry disciples pluck heads of grain to eat. The Pharisees accuse them, saying, "Your disciples are doing what is not lawful on the Sabbath." But Jesus answers with wisdom, reminding them of David and of the temple priests who break the Sabbath without guilt. He declares, "I desire mercy, not sacrifice, for the Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath." Then Jesus enters their synagogue. A man with a withered hand is there. The Pharisees ask, "Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath?" hoping to accuse him. But Jesus replies, "It is lawful to do good on the Sabbath." And before them all he says to the man, "Stretch out your hand." The man stretches it out, and it is completely restored, just like the other. Rather than marvel, the Pharisees begin to plot to kill Jesus. Jesus, knowing this, withdraws quietly. But the crowds follow him, and he heals them all. No names, no conditions, he heals them all. Matthew declares this fulfills the prophecy of Isaiah. He will not quarrel or cry out. A bruised reed he will not break. In his name the nations will put their hope. Then they bring Jesus a man who is possessed by a demon. He is both blind and mute. With authority Jesus casts out the demon, and instantly the man can speak and see. The people are amazed. Could this be the son of David? But the Pharisees respond with slander. He casts out demons by the power of Beelzebul. Jesus rebukes their logic. A kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. If I drive out demons by the Spirit of God, then the kingdom of God has come upon you. Jesus teaches, make a tree good and its fruit will be good. For out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. He warns of judgment for every idle word, for it is by your words you will be justified or condemned. Still they ask him for a sign, but Jesus says, no sign will be given except the sign of the prophet Jonah. Just as Jonah spent 3 days in the belly of the fish, so will the Son of Man be 3 days and nights in the heart of the earth. He warns them that even the pagan city of Nineveh will rise and condemn this generation, because one greater than Jonah is here. Jesus speaks of spiritual danger. When a demon leaves and the house is swept clean but left empty, it may return with 7 more spirits, and the person's final state becomes worse than before. As Jesus teaches, someone says, your mother and brothers are standing outside wanting to speak to you. But Jesus replies, who is my mother and who are my brothers? Pointing to his disciples, he says, whoever does the will of my Father in heaven is my brother and sister and mother. In Matthew chapter 12, we see the compassion of Christ, his power to heal, his authority over spirits, and, his challenge to legalism. But above all, we see the heart of the kingdom, mercy, truth, obedience. The Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath, Matthew chapter 12, verse 8.